Zdravím dámy a pánové, vítejte u dalšího pokračování na Come. No, naposledy jsme vykopali tu mrtvolu a zahnali ten prsten. A pak jsem se tady z pantátu šel učit otvírat truhle. No jakože, jakž takž teda, jsem to nějak pootvíral. Sice mě to stálo 3 sejvovice, pěkně jsem se z toho nadrbal. Ale dělal jsem to. První je to asi 10krát nevyšlo. Vyjebal jsem všechny ty paklíče, šperháky, nebo co to je. No a potom jsem házel jeden za druhým. Nechápu jak. Když to chce člověk na video, tak to prostě nejde. Ale stejně jsem to pořád ukládal, jak debil. Takže zase škoda sejvovice, no ale tak. Ta se někde zežene. Kde mám ty zámky? A v hlavní úrovni mám ještě nějaký bodík nerozdělený. Vydržím déle bez jídla. Ale výsledky přejídání budou o 20% horší. To nechci. Kvalita postelí na tebe působí obráceně. A tak dáme tohle. A sakra, to jsem nechtěl. A tady v síle máme, no jo, hrobář. To asi nepotřebuju zrovna. Štít sice nemáme, ale tak si to teda vezmeme. A ještě tady máme vitalita. Pardon, krvácíš pomaleji. Běháš pomaleji, ale o to déle. Běháš rychleji, ale běh tě také rychle unaví. Dáme asi tady to krvácení pro jistotu. Stejně budu polomrtvý každou chvíli. No, takže asi to dneska vezmeme. Terku nevidím. Ta se mě stejně hledat nechce. Tak to vezmeme na ten hrát. Já už jsem tam teda jednu předtím byl. Abych si koupil nějaké ty šperháky. Ale jakože ono asi o nic nepřijdete. Stráž se akorát zeptá, kam jdu a proč tam chci jít. No já řeknu, že v podstatě chci jít na sebe vypráskat, že jsem si nechal odcizit ten meč pro Racka kobylu. No a oni se mě vysmějou a pustí mě dovnitř. Akorát mě řeknu, že mě moc nezávidí teda. Což já si asi taky moc nezávidím. Ale jdem skočit za pánem teda. A tady už někdo prchá. Nazdar. A jo, jsem naposledy šel taky tady má. Co to bylo? Čau chlapi. Tak jdem na ten hrad juknout. To by mělo být snad tady. Jo, hodně stráží, to bude tady.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm gonna find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
To šlo dobře, a kam mám jít teda? Tady? Cože to? Hezká záchod. Čau. Tam mě nepustíš, co? Tak to zkusíme ještě opatra, víš? Čus. Jo, tak to bude tady.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Pilchstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
Well, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rackovi. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear, you're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
No, takže máme nový job. 13 na dveří horního hradu. Ratajský turnaj. Mám já vůbec meč? Hráč, inventář. Ale jo, něco u sebe mám. Takže mapa. Jdeme se podívat, kde ho máme. A co je to Ačko? Těžko na cvičišti. Já si tam zaběhnem. Viděl na co velice. Aspoň si vyzkoušáme zase, jak to vůbec fungovalo s tím mečem. Třeba se do něj trefím aspoň jednou. No, potom se budeme muset asi ještě i vrátit zpátky. Mám taky dojem, že Terka něco chtěla. Ty vole, snad jdu dobře. A jo, asi jo. Tu máme nějaké nové prodejny, co to ukazuje. Už aspoň víme, kde je Švec. Hospoda. Tohle je hospoda. A hospoda. Výborně, tam se potom stavíme. Tam bude úkolů a úkolů. Kde je ten?
Captain Bernard's not here.
Tady.
I should stop by during the day.
A bude tady vůbec v dešti? Že by tamhle v dáli šel? Pes. Kolik je vůbec hodin? To na mě řveš. Ne, tohle bude stráž. Nebo. Tak tady nic. No nic, kašlem na to, to nemá smysl, on už je asi pozdě. On tady bude asi vždycky z rána. A zase čekat se mě tady asi nechce. Tak to vezmeme zpátky dom. Je tady. A jdem zpátky na mlýn. To nemohlo nějak slézt spodem. Ještě toto bych měl odstranit, to je ta šibenice tam. Tomu už asi nebudem potřebovat, ale bych se chtěl naučit býti s psovodem. Což teda ani nevím, k čemu je dobré. Každopádně třeba to zkusit můžem, že? Kam šla? A, dělat jídlo.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
What actually happened to you in Skalitz? I mean, during the attack and... well, you know.
That's a long story. Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
I do.
Ale jo, proč ne?
All right then. It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold. Hello, you. Come here. And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring. I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Right, better get to work. I have to feed the hens, weed the garden, feed Tinker. I'd better get it all done before Papa is up.
Tak jo, máme tady něco málo úkolů z nových. Ale kam mě to teda vyhodilo, to teda fakt netuším. A jo, už tuším.
I must bring Tinker a piece of meat. That'll be a nice treat.
Kus masa. A to vezmu kde?
good fella. That's my boy.
No, takže já jsem si to kokot stejně teďka zase nepřečetl. To jde spíš zamrtvalo, tyjo. Jde mu najít kus masa pro toho fleka. Proč to nejde otevřít, kravina? Jo, takhle, kus masa. Vezmeme všechny 3. Zrní pro slepice. Jo. Takže zpátky ještě. Hej, Fleku, pojď sem.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Pardon, to ještě musím trošku běhat. Jo, to je hezké, on to i žere. No, zrní pro slepice. Slepice jsou tuto. A zrní bude kde? Chleba, cibule, řetka, sůl. Zrní pro slépky. Sednout si nechci. Tady neotevřu asi nic, co? No tak tady má to rozhodně nalezu. Všade je kus masa, ale... Mě zajímalo, kde je to žrádlo pro ty slápky zas. Dané. Zbyšku, nezežral žrádlo slepicám. Tak vytrháme aspoň ten plevel. A ještě tady trošku. Pro ty slapice kurně, já nevím, tam bude snad zrní někde v pytlu, ale... Ale kde? Šmarja, ty ho tady máš.
That should do it. The garden is looking how it should again.
Tak. Vezmi zrní pro slepice. Kámo, nedokážeš najít zrní.
Let's see what you can sniff out here. Seek. Let's see what you can sniff out here. Seek.
A nic. Zrní pro slepice. Výborně. Ty dveře absolutně nešly vidět, no. Nakrom slepice.
Here, checky, checky, checky. Here. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks.
Promluv si s otcem, ten chrápe tady asi, ne? Táta.
What do you need, Papa?
Go up and see the blacksmith. He made some nails for me. Here's some coin.
All right. Anything else while I'm at it?
No, unless you want to stop off at the market and buy some supplies. And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and won't stir. He ought to follow your example and Stebor's. You two don't have to be pushed to work. Well, at least he's still better than that good-for-nothing Zbyszek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a damn. If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have thrown him out on his ear long ago.
Now, Father, you shouldn't be so hard on Zbyszek. You know he hasn't had an easy life.
And who has, girl? That's no excuse for laziness. You could tell him to get his ass to work too.
Right, go for nails, send Samuel and Zabishek to work. If it's at all possible.
Aye, just so. Oh, and Teresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
A surprise, Pa? Don't you want to tell me about it now?
Curiosity killed the cat. What kind of surprise would it be if I told you, girl?
Oh, all right.
Tak jo. Jeden by měl být tady nahoře snad.
Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child. Looks like it'll be nice today, eh? I could go to the pond fishing.
But you have to go to work.
I know. But maybe I can slip off after lunch.
There'll be no slipping off. You know very well Nemoy has been complaining about you.
What, about dropping that pail on Tonda's head? It was an accident.
Not the first accident you've had, though, was it?
Well, there you go, then. If I leave early, nothing will happen to anyone. And you can cook the fish for lunch tomorrow.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well, if you're not a child, you can sort it out yourself with Nemoy.
Don't I always?
Tak, jeden hotový, důle uskákat rozhodně radši nebudem. Druhý by mohl být tady teda někde vražený.
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor, and Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Listen, Zabishek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work. Anything for a bit of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
Tak, druhý hotový. No, toto asi nepřeskočím. A kam nahoru? Tady spodem nebo tamhle vrchem? A spodem on bydlí tamhle. A jdeme tady, ma. Takže tak se trošku projdem teda. Nedá se nic dělat. Ty vole, že trhej. Kde jsi ty vole? Tady.
good fella. That's my boy.
No doví, k čemu je teďkom dobrý.
Healing herbs, ointments, all freshly prepared.
Mastičkář. To asi ne. Já nakupím ty hřebíky a říkala, že něco nakoupit. Teda otec říkal, že něco nakoupit dala. Že by mě dal lístek, že chce chleba rohlíky, to neříkal. Doví, proč mě tam furt ukazujete trhy? A mám z toho chutí to normálně i zkusit. No, konečně jsme tady u brány. Tady.
No sign of the blacksmith. Where can he be?
Taková vařová žena bude kde? A jo, tady je.
God's blessings.
Father sent me to pick up nails, but there's no one at the forge.
Aye, sorry, lass. Martin had to go to the castle to talk to Sir Radzig. He's to forge a sword for his lordship.
Oh, I see. And has he made the nails for Pa?
I'm afraid he hasn't had time on account of that sword. But if you come tomorrow, he'll surely have them for you. I'll remind him this evening.
All right, I'll stop by tomorrow.
Do that, dear. Oh, and by the way, the girls were looking for you.
Which girls?
Bianca and Johanka. You should stop by and see them before you go home. You girls must be plotting something.
What was it about?
They didn't say, but it seemed important. Which probably means boys, I suppose, eh?
There's no harm in that, is there, good wife? You were young yourself once and went dancing with boys.
Oh, so I'm an old woman now, am I?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm only teasing you, girl. Dancing is just what you young ones should be doing. Make the most of it while you can. Before you know it, your pa will find you a husband, and you'll have a pack of children to take care of.
Let's hope it's not too soon. Thanks for letting me know. I'll stop by tomorrow for those nails then.
Not at all. Oh, and another thing, Teresa. Have you seen Henry around anywhere? If he helped his father out more at the forge, there'd be no shortage of nails.
I haven't seen him at all.
No doubt he's at that swordplay with that so-called combat master again. If he could wield a hammer half as good as a wooden sword, there'd be no shortage of nails.
Tak jo, máme najít taky asi dvě ženské. Máme najít ty dvě ženské a vrátit se za tátou pro hřebíky zítra. Takže. To uděláme, nevím jak. Ale ta Blanka bude 100% tady.
Bianca, how come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Oh? Playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye. He's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me. But I'll tell you all about it after. Run along before the beer gets warm.
Ty vole, já tady budu nosit ještě piva, ne? Chudák Terka. Bčko. Kde někam tam. Tak sem zaběhnám s tím pivem.
God be with you, Henry. Mind you don't get hurt.
Good day, Teresa.
Jo, takhle.
I brought you a beer. I'd say you'd need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's Forge out here today. That's very sweet of you to get me a beer.
Actually, Bianca sent it. Her pa doesn't want her to come here.
Ah, I see. I'll make it up to her this evening.
I don't want to know how. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Vanyek. And he's not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah, more likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
All right then. I accept your challenge, young sir. But I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then. Come on then. Show me what you're made of. Whoever is the first to hit the other 10 times is the victor.
What if I hurt you, though?
Ah, don't worry. I can handle it.
Ty vole.
Don't go easy on me, Hal.
Ah, very good.
Henry, really? Now that is hardly chivalrous behavior. Now, I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you alright?
Nothing, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I didn't mean to, you know.
Show me that.
Ah, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword
Dies by the splinter, eh?
There now. By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
To je v piči, ona mu ho vychlastá. Takže to tu je dál. Tak skočíme ještě na to Cčko. Za tu Johanku se podíváme. Ty vole, ta až jde zas kde bydlí.
Teresa, I'm glad to see you.
Tady někde jsem ještě malý za tu Blanku, tyjo. To zase bude štrkat do hradu jako něco. Kde jsi? Ty jsi Johanka, co?
Johanka, what's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, no. Nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
That's odd. Nothing here.
Sorry, I don't.
I want to go with Matthias.
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
Can't you just go and invite him straight out?
You must be joking. What if he doesn't like me? What if he's more interested in... No, not a chance.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up. God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice? And he'll say,
Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?
Oh, I found it near the tavern. You know there's going to be a dance there this evening. And then he'll finally get the message.
Oh, the dance. Yes. Johanka, wouldn't you like to go with me?
Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias. Thank you for asking. Then he'll take me by the hand, and he'll look... Never mind that. Well, that's how it's going to help. More or less.
You painted a very
To byla
pretty
pěkná
picture,
píčovina.
no doubt. But do you think it'll really work?
I'm absolutely sure it will.
All right then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess. Bring the dice to me as soon as you have it.
Hang on though. How am I supposed to find it?
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going to play. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks, whatever he wants them for. Anyway, no doubt he can show you how to use one.
Me? Pick locks? Johanka, aren't you going a bit too far?
To si děláš,
Well,
pičo.
then maybe you can get hold of his key somehow. But whatever you do, don't get caught. And not a word to Matthias, for the love of God.
No a tak tady to dneska ukončíme, protože tohle zase bude stát pěkně za piču s otvíráním trohlí, kurva. Za Johánku teda, za Terku absolutně netuším, jak to mám naučené, takže to bude stát za hovno. Ještě se podívám, má doufám nějakou sejvovicu. No, má 3. A tady ten skálu ukončíme a budeme pokračovat dál za Teres. Takže děkuju za sledování a budu se těšit na příští epizodu. Nazdar.